Hello students, let us continue with our topic the parts of speech in English grammar. In the previous session we have discussed about the first parts of speech, a noun, right? Okay, and also discussed about the all types of nouns as like common noun, proper noun, collective noun, abstract noun and material noun. Okay, let us revise all the nouns by solving the exercise. Okay, now let us see the exercise. Now what is there? Underline the nouns and say whether they are common, proper, material, collective or abstract. From these sentences you have to find out the noun and say there are common, proper, material, collective or abstract. Okay. Let's start with the first sentence. Clothes are made of cotton, wool and silk. First of all, we have to find out the nouns from this sentence. Which are the nouns? Can you guess? Okay. First is clothes. Then cotton, wool and silk. There are four nouns in these sentences. Okay, now we have to find out the type of nouns. Now clothes. Clothes is a common noun. I only write C for common noun. Okay. Now we have cotton, wool and silk. Cotton, wool and silk represents the material noun. So I will write only am in short for the material noun. As we know that the material noun stands for the matter or substance from which we can make something, right? So from cotton we can make clothes, from wool we can make woolen clothes and silk we can make sari, right? Okay, so these are material noun. Okay, second, without health there is no happiness. Without health there is no happiness. Which are the nouns here in this sentence? Health and happiness, right? Okay, now which type of nouns are there? They are abstract noun. I will write here A for the abstract noun. Here abstract noun represent quality or an idea. Okay. Now third sentence. Solomon was famous for his wisdom. Now in this sentence there are two nouns, Solomon or wisdom. Here Solomon is the name of a person. So when there is a name of a particular name of a person, it is called proper noun. Proper noun represents the particular name of a person. So Solomon is proper noun and wisdom is, as we show, as abstract noun. Okay. Now fourth number. There was a crowd in the street. Here, which is the noun? Crowd. And the street. Right. Okay. Now crowd. Crowd means group of people. Right. So it is collective noun. When the noun represents a group, it is called collective noun. And street is a common noun which is commonly used for person, place or thing. Right? Okay. Now fifth number. The jury found the prisoner guilty. Here there are two nouns, jury and prisoner. Here jury means जो पंच होता है पंचायत में 5 लोगों की जो कमेटी होती है उसे jury कहा जाता है. तो it is a collective word. Okay, so here we write collective noun and prisoner. Prisoners means जो कैदी होता है उसे prisoner कहा जाता है. तो it is common noun. Okay. Now sixth number. Ashoka was a just and wise ruler. Here Ashoka and ruler. There are two nouns in this sentence, right? Ashoka is a particular name of a person, so it is proper noun, and ruler is a common noun. Okay. 7 number. The police dispersed the mob. Here police and mob, there are two nouns. Police is a commonly used for people, right? It's a common noun, and mob is a collective noun. The group of gang, right? So mob is collective noun. Okay. Now our class consists of 40 pupils. Here there are two nouns, is class and pupil. Class. Class is a collective noun. And pupil is common noun. Okay. Now you have to write this exercise in your notebook with neat and clean handwriting. But you have to write as underline. First of all, you have to underline this word, and then write these word as like clothes, and then you have to write it is common noun. Okay. Okay. There are, in the topic nouns, there are countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Now, what is the countable nouns? The countable nouns means countable nouns refer to nouns that can be counted. It refers the nouns that can be counted. ऐसे nouns के जिसे count किया जा सकता है. जैसे कि ये banana है. Banana is a common noun, right? So here we can say, here this is only one banana. We can count it. Here if there are 2 bananas or 3 bananas, you can count it, right? Okay. Now here 1, 2 and 3. 3 balls. We can count these balls. 3 balls. Now here banana and balls. They are the nouns that can be counted. So these are called countable nouns. Now there are more examples of countable nouns as picture, window, shoes, cars, and there are another more examples that can be counted. These pens, erasers, right? Okay. Now uncountable nouns. What is the meaning of uncountable nouns? That uncountable nouns refer to nouns that cannot be counted. That nouns that cannot be counted. ऐसे nouns के जिसे count नहीं किया जा सकता. जैसे कि यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं, ये कप दिखाई देता है और उसमें टी है, चाय है, right? तो here cup of tea. Here tea is a noun, right? But it cannot be counted. टी को हम count नहीं कर सकते. Okay. Now here you can see the ball of rice. Here rice. The word rice is a noun, but we cannot count it, right? So it is called, the tea and rice are called the uncountable nouns. Some more examples of uncountable nouns are air, dust, floor, sand, water and butter. Okay. Now I hope you have understood this countable and uncountable nouns also. Now you have to write more examples of countable nouns and uncountable nouns by yourself. आपको countable nouns और uncountable nouns के अभी आपको जितने भी आते हो उतने nouns का आपको लिस्ट बनाना है. जैसे कि ओके, इस नाउन के सिवाय आपको काउंटेबल कि जो जिसे गिना जा सकता है और अनकाउंटेबल जिसे नहीं गिना जा सकता, ऐसे नाउन्स का आपको लिस्ट बनाना है. ओके. नाउ वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इन द नेक्स्ट सेशन. थैंक यू.